Okay, let's see. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. It's a 5 minute here. Assuming a lot of liquidity. Let me do some markings now. Let's go on the hourly on both the ES and Q. Start marking some areas.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, man? Let's get ready to go.
Crazy morning.
Yeah, dude, it's such a crazy. I forgot there's 10 a.m. news. And I was messing around with the evals and I got so attacked. I did not expect that. I was like, what? We just dropped like 30 points. Is there like another PPI dropping? And I was like, oh, it's another red folder.
Even this Asian session was crazy too. Like the whole freaking sessions, every single session has been crazy.
Yeah. I think it's just like we're approaching like critical areas and like we're trying to make a decision like if we want to continue higher or really try to retrace back down, and this is what we're just trying to do.
Yeah, it's just I mean, we took out both previous day highs and lows, right?
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Um, it's got to play the internal liquidities until see some sort of market maker buy model form. If this reverses here, then a market maker buy model would probably be confirmed. Probably. But I think playing this range up until the daily BPR might be good. It's offering about 100 points from here, so depends if ES doesn't shit itself.
Yeah. We took out this low. We still have one more here. We nearly got back to. Did we? No, that's not it. I'm just marking my stuff before we get dropped at 5, and let's see where there's in the 5. So we're in the with 10 a.m. news, we tend to just watch for the 10:50 to 11:10 macro. All right, let's go on the one here. Good.
Let's go, long gang. Let's go.
Is my
That inverted fair value gap worked so well. Jesus Christ.
Which one you're talking about? Let's see.
The 1 minute to there.
Like 9:54.
10 o'clock.
Oh, 10. I'm looking at ES right now. All right, I'm gonna set up my broker and then we'll get started.
We want 835 from here.
We're in the hourly point of interest at least there. Okay, very good here. Live stream's good. Making sure. Still got legs on QE. Have such a large imbalance on the 5.
The only thing is that ES didn't take out Wednesday Asia lows. That's the only caveat right now. And that would also complete this market maker sell model too, potentially.
You said what exactly? I misheard the first part.
For ES, the Wednesday Asia low is still there. Like it didn't get rated or anything. It's basically previous day lows.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't get rated at all on ES, but on NQ it did. So there's a bit of a divergence there. But it looks like a market maker sell model when you zoom out in 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd just be a little cautious with going too crazy with longs right now.
Alright, I'm set up my ETF accounts and then we'll be ready to go in a second. What percentage are we down already? Oh, we're not even down 1% yet. It feels like such a large dump, but I think, what was overnight like really pushing up?
Yeah, overnight went up like crazy.
So yeah, it just gave back everything that it made overnight.
What if that's just one giant breaker? If you look at the hourly,
On the hourly, let me see.
one giant hourly unicorn. And this is the top, and we just keep dumping down to like 15,000 or something.
There was a unicorn one that we were speaking about like a week ago on the hourly that I'm showing. We didn't even get to there. It got to the breaker though. Left this open. Yes, at least went to it. Alright, coming back down to this version again. Let me look at the 5, see if there's a clean setup. Need more structure for this. Yeah, we do have Asia lows. Okay, I think I have everything set up. Holding the inversion here still. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be it.
I don't think this thing's gonna hold.
Just make sure I have everything done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45. Okay, actually I connected to my broker now, or connected TradeView. TradeView. Let me get this aside real quick. And log in my TradeView. Yep. Run a fresh ETF account on eval. See if we can pass it together. All right, what are we looking? I have everything set up now. I'm ready to go. Took a while. Not getting a clean breaker set up right now. Just too difficult. Is that a unicorn on CL? I'm not gonna look at CL. We're gonna look at ESNQ. That's where it gets tricky. Trade other things. We'll have a just bouncing around right now. I'm just waiting for a better move, guys. Nothing's happening here. Oh.
Well, we didn't really wreck that inverted fair value gap yet.
Yeah, it's probably gonna go for it though.
Is this what could be one of those days where we just range all freaking day and then at 4 p.m. we just pump like crazy?
Just the market condition has just been like very trend based, and like once it chooses a hit direction, it really goes for it.
Well, it's not stop. Crazy.
So I have this ES bearish breaker marked on the 10-12 candle here. We've just been holding it down. We're gonna just use that for confirmation if it does want to flip and violate this. Probably look for more upside there. The inversion been holding on NQ. There's nothing much yet. Look at the same thing with the bearish breaker on NQ if we close lower. We don't got nothing yet. Oh, I did see about what is this? A trading view competition? Someone just posted that. So it's just all demo accounts for the trading view competition?
Yeah.
And I feel like that was encouraged so many people to just like go for it. Just full size and hope they top off. There's no like entry costs? They're just doing it for everyone?
I think you have to have a subscription or something.
Oh, okay. First place 10,000. Imagine you win that first place just by like full sizing at the low and just let it run up.
This is like thousands and thousands of people competing for it, right? It's not even worth it.
I know, but like it's just gonna give people that mindset to really shoot for it. If ES violates his breaker, I'll probably look from upside. We've been selling off and hitting, bouncing off the hourly and balance already for both NQ and ES. So I
Yeah,
don't.
well, ES also completed its 4 standard deviations too,
Oh yeah, that's nice.
and it might leave previous day lows like a low hanging fruit, you know?
Could you do a mashup of your break even trades execution? What was a mashup? Like a playlist or something, or like combine all the clips of it? It's not giving any clean structure right now. We're also gonna look to see if the 5 minute could form something we could play.
We just need Dave to come in here and tell us how to trade like 5 point scalps.
You should need Sleepy to talk to him. It's something, whatever Sleepy. Oh, it was like Sleepy said something like normal response, but that it just triggered him to the maximum. He did not like that.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He pulled out the buffoon card. He's soft. We might be looking at this bearish breaker coming up here on NQ. So basically, ES is still holding this down. I'm just marking it out. I'm waiting for a decent entry model to play for, and something we could target when we enter. So we're looking at internal or aiming for external. But right now, just nothing yet.
I guess because we also had like 2 high impact news. So markets like this too.
Greg, so what you want is a mashup. Similar to that would be the trade recaps on our Discord. Haven't been updating too much on it because we just haven't taken trades. But on our Discord, the trade recaps, like if you're looking at like everything in January all the way to like probably November, it'll show every single trade we took. That's like something we did live or something we alerted. It would likely not include any scalps we did though, like high risk scalps. But every single one of these trades, I think starting like mid December, I started posting the setup picture as well, so you could see like every single setup, the reason behind it. I think in January I did more in depth, and I'm gonna work on that more. But you can see every single setup, and it'll be wins or losses. But the execution video is something like I'll definitely be trying to do. I would probably record more stuff. I'll take it from YouTube itself. Let's see. Once I get more clips, some recordings I don't even record. We just take the trade recaps and then that's our data points. But yeah, why is this kind of like stagnant now? It'll be interesting if we can like take a jab lower and then really climb up, and that should be a simple bullish breaker. Very clean 1 to 5 minute after taking out this here. So we need a sweep of 737 for this to happen. Let's see if we get that. And we're looking for the macro time here. Where's this macro chart here? Oh. You know what? I know what this was. I thought this was the other one. I just want to see what other red folder we have today. If there's any. 2 degrees. Yeah, there it is. This is what I was looking for. Take off all this. We're looking only at USD. There we go. Let's let it. Alright, what else do we got here? Friday. Yeah, so we had 10 a.m. I did not see that. That's why we had a big reaction the 10 a.m. time here. Where was it? We had like basically a 40-50 point drop. I did not expect that at all. Let's make this visible only on the higher time frame. There we go. Yeah, no, Greg, I definitely get it. I'll probably work on that more once we got more recordings. Okay, this might be something decent here. Might be a very low time frame 3 dry, but we didn't really get a low down here. That would have confirmed like a 5-minute breaker. But we're inside this hourly here, which has been holding sell side right under if we do want to close under. It's a very tight breaker, but we can try take a look at this, especially when this EAS here is already violating that breaker. We're looking for a long down here. And we'll try an eval. If it comes back to us, we'll get it. This is where the inversion will be too, so a retap back into the inversion would be ideal. See if they leave the highs intact here. This journal. Just a quick retap back in, and we can run it. Okay, so this ES breaker is violated. It wasn't the cleanest breaker, just because it just made a quick high, low, lower low, and then it formed one, but it had no standing with it. But yeah, this inversion been holding pretty well. Seems like it doesn't want to pick us up here. It's going. Didn't really confirm the 5-minute here. Yeah, just consolidated, and then now we're just bursting up. It's kind of difficult for me to get the entry going when it does something like that. Like, didn't give a retrace to one of these FEGs here. Yeah, I wouldn't trust any inversion that comes this close to these internals. They really picked it up and pushed it. This is a 40-point move already. So, yeah, the 10 a.m. was the manipulation area there. Nothing really clean right now. There's the breaker that we could play, but it just really left. Not giving us anything. We could be looking at this. This is something that I was looking at, but it's not. It's just like more of a unique candle breaker, right? It's a hindsight thing that I'm showing, but it shows that it's been holding here. And then we also do have FEG down here that only retraced one time. Let me change this color. What should I change it to? Something darker at least. $7.45 was the best long, Stockish said. Definitely do have more upside to go for. Supporting my two breakers right now. Let's see. of inversion here too. I want to see this hold, so I want to probably get an entry within this inversion here. It's between the FEG, so yes, we could really go for something like this. NQ, we could have played this one too. It's the same thing on the ES. Let's see if it's worth it. Probably mean we want to entry at this point here. No rush here though. Let's see if we want to do this play. Stop under the breaker. 3-point stop, it's fine. We can go for these equal highs here. So we starting to have better structure now. On the 5, let's see. 5 probably. Want to go higher. Back to the New York Open. This is the main thing I'm looking at right now. Just like a 50-29 long. If they give this to us. I'm not getting anything. Once again. I'm just gonna watch for this breaker to hold until it fails. So we're gonna look for longs until then. So we want, with this time macro coming out, we want to see something happen here. I'm still gonna try this ES here. If NQ wants to come down here before you that NQ risk is not that bad either. Probably looking at the start of this inversion here. I'm just gonna play it. Just it's been holding. Try on these evals, see if it works, see if it doesn't. See what my size can be with if I have, what is it, 3300. Let's do like 10 minutes. 16-point stop. Damn, they didn't really want to give us that entry, huh? This is still open for me. In the time macro right now, we want to see us ideally come down lower and create a low that would hold. Take a bathroom break real quick. Okay, that's it. We're not getting anything yet, man. Nothing clean the 5 yet. Kind of in the 5-minute Fiji at least though. If we're kind of already bullish. As long as it's a support, we're still going to look for higher prices. This is in 5-minute too. This would be a retrace in the 5-minute Fiji. As we see from 32 to 28, 32 to 28 here. So we're looking for this to hold. Might get the entry here. I want to get on ES if I can. So we saw the 950 to 1010 macro. We created a low down here. Want to see if we can make another intermediate low at the end of this macro time. Wonder if the ETF sale still works. I heard someone say it did work still. Let me see. No, stop working. It's 80% now. 80% is definitely more appropriate than 90%. 90% was crazy. I don't know how they are gonna manage to operate like that. Is anyone looking at any setups right now? Type them in the chat, type the timestamp and what kind of setup you're looking at, or setup that you took already. I've only marked these things so far. We have the breaker. This one worked much better in ES. Trying to let it play out. We had such a strong morning volatility, and now we're just sitting stuck. I was hoping for a stop on 5 and NQ. Yeah, I don't think it happened right. You're looking for like kind of like a rundown here at least. You look at this low, or even this all this low, then we can make this high. And I'll be so confident buying this long here at 85. No, so we didn't have that structure. It's not something we could play aggressively up here. We can only look at the 1 minute down here now, which works. Just look at the bias right now. Fill the 4 hour, close lower. ES did the same thing overnight. We fill the 4 hour, coming lower down here. If you see the trend line here, we've been kind of dancing around it. So the moment it snaps, probably take out this low, it's gonna be a time where we draw to here and flush all the way down continuously. Look at the hourly. Where do I want things to go? We're in this hourly imbalance, which is good. Something is drawn to. It's basically been buying itself back up here. Mainland ES and Q's been pretty weak still today. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting the setup. If it just went like 2 more points on ES, we'd have jumped in. I'm just here ready for the setup, waiting for it. And if we get another setup coming, I'll be trying for it. But let's see if it leaves these relative equal highs here. Any other setups you guys are looking at? We're still within this time macro here, nearly ending. Don't know, we'll get the low created down here. So this is the 8:30 news here. Let's see if we can mark the save ratio projection. This might be the only clean one here, but we probably ran through it many times already. Oh. Yeah, this is way too. We can go all the way down and then look for high time frame one all the way down here. Already hit the -4 projection as well on the 5. Yeah, so we have a steep sell already. This is during the 8:30 news. We came back up. Nearly hit the -4 again. And now we're just climbing higher. Couldn't get the long setup though. I really want the long setup. Hello, Douglas. What's up? DS looking bearish. If we break the recent high with displacement, we can get a unicorn there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, well, it looks like it's happening now. Let's see. Like, if it does a strong displacement, energetic one, then we can use these the 1047 up close candle for our next breaker for continuation. Do you think NQ would take that 850 expansion macro? 850. Let's see. How far is 850? This move here. I think it's likely if we can keep on pushing. We have no weakness since. Really want to drive the long though, but we couldn't get the setup. with entry. Maybe we, I don't know. I think ES this breaker entry would have been solid, but I think this one is the best setup we can get though. Still have lots of imbalance to go. Look at this hourly move here. So yeah, still have more room to go upside. We just need to get the setup for it. This is kind of a slow grind now. Just itching higher and higher. Do you use any prop? Do you recommend one? Yeah, in my bio, I have the 4 prop firms I use, which I can update to. I'm waiting for setup. I'm bullish right now. I was bullish down here, bullish here. We just didn't get the tap we wanted to. That's just the theme. The last basically last 6-7 trading days, that just has been very, very difficult to get a clean retrace entry. But I have backtesting data, I have forward testing data, like real trading data, that this waiting for the retest. So like instead of like, let's say this clean breaker here, I can only get an entry inside this breaker. Since it didn't give it to us, that's just, you have to miss the trade.
I caught a long at like 7:29 this morning, and then like I got chopped out from like 10:20 to 10:35. Looks like if you look at the 5 minute, there's a breaker on the 5 minute chart. You in there.
Which breaker are you talking about?
And for NQ
Yeah.
on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah.
See that the bearish order block that flipped?
Well, what time are you looking at?
10:15. That's a valid breaker too.
I think for me, like I would want to sweep the low, like how I was going for here. I want to sweep that low wick before I consider that as a bullish breaker. Wait, you said bullish breaker or bearish breaker?
It was a bearish breaker before.
Oh,
sorry, bullish breaker. Bullish breaker.
Yeah.
After it made the flip.
Yeah, for me, I need to get another sweep for me to confirm that.
Yeah. Sometimes when you see like a bearish order block, and if it gets reverted, then you can sometimes consider that a bullish breaker in some instances. ICT talked about it in one of his lectures one time. I don't really use it that much. I don't trust it that much, but it's still kind of valid.
Yeah. Roberto said, would you not consider that valid breaker? Are you talking about the same thing Dono's talking about, like this 10-15 here? I think for me, I would need this to get swept first. Because that's more like a mitigation for me. It says this is a low with a high. We have just like a lower high, and then we have a mitigation.
No, we're more inclined to search for cleaner looking breakers. Like the one that Brian has highlighted, that's a really nice breaker right there.
Yeah. It just, dude, the theme with the last like 6 trading days or so, like they could be the cleanest breaker setup, and we don't get the retracement because it's so trendy. Like we're kind of operating on like more like a trend line type of price action where once it snaps, it's not going to give you a retracement into it.
So is this thing gonna dump or we gonna moon again?
It looks like it's gonna buy the shit back up. Every bullish PDRA is getting held right now, and like they're not even giving you a chance to jump in long. You're just buying it up, and I don't think anyone's shorting this, right? There's just way too many imbalances short right now, unless we get like a low time frame structure to short. But it's just, yeah. I mean, for me, ES, we can look for a attempt short if ES comes like about 10 points higher. We'll be in this hourly imbalance, and we can look for something there. What ES is showing us also is it's kind of like an hourly breaker too, but we're just going to be overlapping with this imbalance here. But we'll see what that does to us, for us. Yeah, that's how I felt. Market has not been giving you a chance to enter. It just takes off. Like that's why I've been really sidelines the last however many trading days, and like all of yesterday we didn't really get a solid alert type of trade. We just been trading, watching, and like we're like it's the same thing like this. We're like looking for the if it comes here we'll buy it, and then it comes shy of like 2 points of ES. On the hourly, isn't that a change state delivery? Which part are you looking at? You're looking at which candle time period? Let me see. Maybe open up the chat more. Yeah, but this setup, like now, like this has gone more than double of the breaker size and like already achieved the target. This breaker is still gonna be applicable, but it's not gonna be an entry that I'm gonna go for. I would think. We gotta look for something higher now. Same thing with the ES. We moved way too far already. sucks. But like, what could you really do when it's slow grinding? Would you buy every fair value gap? Not that we have at least displacement here, we can treat this as the breaker now. It's a much cleaner one. So we have a low, we have a high. We swept these low and we're closing strongly above. And once we get candle closure above here, let's mark this FEG here. So the thing with kind of like trading with breakers, as long as you're not getting false signals, it's okay. If you get no entries, like that's perfectly fine. But if you get false signals, or like let's say you have this breaker and it just violates that, that's a model that doesn't work. But as long as everything's holding, if it doesn't give us the retrace, that means like we just they weren't ready for this entry. They're still having objective higher. Maybe buy a
I'm
low.
not a fan of this low resistance liquidity run.
Yeah. But we're moving. Yeah, we're moving much higher now. Goddamn. What is OSOK? Don't know. What does that mean?
One shot, one kill.
Oh.
You pass on the first trade, or you get liquidated.
Thank you. Someone said bless me when I sneeze. Dude, but like, what is... I mean, like, if we had any entries, we would just held this running it up. That would be beautiful. I swear, like, my last, like, 3-4 live stream sessions, I just had not... I haven't got any losses, but I haven't even got any entries where it was good. Like, yesterday, we had a short that went, like, 15 points, and they hit us break even.
You gotta put your standard deviation levels too. That helps you guide a little bit.
Yeah, we hit the -4 separation I saw. Or we got very... Or if I'm looking at a 5 minute, we're like only like 6 points away from it, so...
That's good enough, because
Yeah.
ES hit it. Now we can draw standard deviation levels with the upside too. Generally, you want to see it hit -2 and then reverse down again.
Where would you draw the downside? It's kind of tough when I see like a large displacement down.
From 959 to 10.
Okay, yeah, that's the only one I could go for. Either that, or I've seen a lot of people kind of operate on the dealing range, which is instead of the manipulation leg, they use it on the right side of it. Only when it's like when it's hard to see on the reverse side. But let's just draw the projection and see where we lead to here. Basically, the -2.5 area is kind of directing us towards New York Open.
That's the kind of confluences you want to see for to help you hold onto your bias longer.
We have some pretty nasty lower liquidity building up though, and before we probably can go higher and higher, it's likely gonna run this, snap it.
Well, I see equal lows that are on 784. So if we, create a unicorn, then that could send it all the way back down there too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll get it in the AM. Maybe PM session might.
That's interesting. Like I didn't realize like the time is already near lunchtime. I was like,
The other thing is that notice how the negative 4 standard deviation is close to the data high at 8:30 too. So that's another variable we have to consider. Since we have two high impact news, so we have two data highs and lows, one at 10 and then one at 8:30 a.m.
I think ES, yeah, ES just went back to this hourly imbalance here that fell due to the 8:30 news. So what we could be looking for is a setup within this reversal within here. So 10:45 showing through here. Let me move this closer. There we go. Now we can see it. So what we want to see now, like I said on ES, I would only short in the areas where I want to see it, where it could potentially reverse. So we're down here at like 50.35. I'll say no short, no short, no short. We want probably give a chance to tempo higher, and now we're here now. So we're looking at 50.45 all to 50.52. Like a 7-point range, but we want to see if we can find a setup within here. And I don't know if NQ's provide the same thing. NQ's doing like something more of trying to fill his own imbalance here.
You know, once this thing breaks, it's gonna dump hard, I think.
Yeah. See if we get something here. I'm watching the negative 252 where it's at about 50.49, so 4-point higher. That might be the short that I'll be looking for.
What's an EMA? Is that Emma?
Huh?
Who's Emma?
Wait, Amog? Where?
EMA. I mean EMA.
Oh. You're seeing Invest say that? 200 EMAs. We don't use EMA now. That was 2021 or 2020. It depends what time frame you started trading more. That was like the hype of, like, I think during the COVID time where everyone was like trying to learn to trade, and they would use strategies like, okay, let's use VWAP, let's use RSI, let's use EMAs, and it would work, and then until it doesn't.
There's seasons where it works. The algo constantly changes too, right? So like indicators work in a certain period, but then most of the time it doesn't. Like for example, you'll see one quarter where every bull flag and bear flag works so perfectly, and then the next quarter just completely opposite.
Yeah, I think like those EMAs really work well when you're expecting like a trend day, and you kind of just play it till it works.
Yeah, graph is really good for that.
Yeah, that's something we use at least.
I haven't turned grab on in a long time. Jeez. It's actually been on point. Wow.
Yeah, it showed the flip at 1040. This does look like we might get a flip here. I want it a little bit higher. I might take 2 bullets then. Probably gonna look for what short, NQ or ES. I need to see.
ES is almost up to -2 standard deviation.
We're also in the hourly, which I'm looking for, but I want to just come a little bit higher before we short first. We just tipped in the hourly, but I mean, I think I'll give 2 shots then. It'll be probably tight stops on both of them. I'm gonna try an eval, large size. How much can I risk? If I do 10 minis, 50 contracts. Oh, wait. 3,300 stop. 50 per point. 10 contract. I can do 3.3 points. You can do two max size trades. Sounds about right.
EMAs work really well in crypto, though. That's the only thing I found to be consistent.
Crypto. Josu said he used EMA in the daily time frame. I mean, I think the daily would make sense because you're kind of using it more of like. I think where it gets nasty is when you're using a low time frame, and it'll send you a lot of false signals. That's when like people are using it incorrectly. Crypto, since it's primarily retail, I have no experience with crypto, but at least don't know you know a lot about that. So
Crypto's gone up like crazy over the year.
one is about closed here. Is that midnight open? Yeah, midnight open. Yes. I'm kind of looking at short on ES right now, though. A potential reversal. We're gonna go for a bullet shot. This will be like a 1 minute setup. Ideally, if it shows a energetic displacement. See if it gives it here. Oh, we need to slam it down. 15-minute has a decrease in volume and this slow melts up. Okay, there's some move up there. So like once again, no false signal is short. So if you're trying to short any move since this grind up, then you're just taking a loss for no reason. And I guess if you're long just because it's on bias, you're likely winning. but it's just not something I'm like really gonna shoot for. I need to see the structure align with what I want to see, but could see something like this with this energetic move up. All right, it doesn't really need to make another leg down. We already swept this equal highs into here. This is already good signature and price. And then now we just gotta close under where we're looking for this as the breaker. So I'm leaning more of a short setup now though. It's just because we're in this hourly imbalance here. I was basically bullish, looking for bullish all the way up here because we haven't hit the draw yet. Now we're gonna look for a setup. Setups has been hard to come by lately. Someone changed the algo. Even better for the short criteria if we just push higher. Because we'll be filling this whole thing here. And the ES could come a lot higher too. This hourly inversion. Definitely want to spike up here now, 50-50. Probably stop above 3-point stop. That'll be very valid too for me. I'm going to give it 2 shots though. I think I'm going to give it 2 shots. Just in case it doesn't want to go up to where I wanted it to head towards. I'm going to give it, if we can confirm a breakup structure right now, probably right here, with this displacement downwards, then I'll go for it. But if we can confirm it where I want it though, that'll be something I'm interested in. So we just need pretty much a energetic displacement for this to be a solid setup, and likely to take out these trendline liquidity with the low resistance. This does look like a clean one on Q. We swept this very nicely, and then we're showing more displacement here. No related inversion to go by here. Swept this FHE that's been holding up very cleanly. If we can break that down. Okay, here's the displacement. I need to retrace back in. I'll jump in. See if we get an NQ. I'll try an NQ as well. Oh, this should be higher. I'll get in this here. On ES, I'll willing give it ES a chance here. This is on the eval, guys. I'm trying to see if it was a one-shot kill type of trade. I could do a max stop of. I want to see if I can get an ES though. ES is much cleaner. Ooh. Where could have been a stop? Okay, let me just put my stop in. I'm willing to give it 2 shots, so I'm just gonna try on this eval first, and if this doesn't work, I'll do it on the next eval. Yeah, I think I might have missed the entry on ES. Let me see if I can get it on the other eval. Let me just set up real quick. Just swap this low though. Let me try an ES on this account. Different account here. Gonna play on the eval. We're just approaching lunch hour, so worth a shot here. And if this doesn't work, we likely would go for something up here. So close up here, and then I'll see if we get something down there. Need to really push it down. We had an energetic move here, but really bought back up. If we head lower, I'll pyramid into it. It's just holding right now. I don't like it when it holds like this. But it hasn't been showing too much. Is it a confidence short? Just because it's like near past our kill zone, I'm only doing an eval. I wouldn't, especially now that we're just caught around this. I'm only letting it play on evaluation. So for this to be more of a high confidence short, I would want like a strong push down. This is just a too weak of a push down. So if this fails, I'm gonna go for second shot, probably second shot up here, which I'm probably looking for maybe a move like this. And this would be where I want to see it fail at. Yeah, so this is a one shot on eval. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm gonna give it another shot up here. If it does, if it expecting to take us out here.
If it's gonna die, it's gonna die here. Otherwise, it's gonna shoot up.
I
To get down.
think it just it doesn't look too decent for the downside. I don't think it's ready yet because we tried to break lower, but it was very weak. But that inducement upwards though, maybe it would help deliver down. But I have it on a few evals here. This fails. I'm going for the second one here. And I'm not looking for, on this type setup, I'm not looking for like a 15 point, 20 point. I really want to just pass in one go, so it needs to go all the way back down for like 60 plus points or something. So we have like about like a 16 point stop, and we're looking for like 3-4 RR on this.
This is the YOLO trade.
That's why I typed next to the position, one shot ETF eval. It's a one shot hit or kill.
Every handle matters.
Yeah. ES
Sorry, every tick matters.
ES bounced perfectly on new equilibrium gap there.
I mean, where's CE of that hourly for value gap too, you know, so.
I might have to just go with a second shot. The way that it's holding here just doesn't look good at all. Yeah, take me out if you want. I'll go for the second kill. Wait, where was my stop should be? If I have 3300 stop limit. 20, 10 contracts, 16.5. I need to lower it a little bit then. About 15 point. Yeah, this is like looking at stopped out then. Going for the second shot here. Once we get it, if we get it. But it has to give us like a 40-50 point move though. That's like only the criteria. Alright, this is a fail here, minus 15 on this eval. I'm going for one more on ES here likely. This is where I'm looking for it to give a delivery again. I'm fine with that. That's 3 evals. The resets are $25. That's minus $75. But I want to see if I can pass it though, like with one trade basically. That's the criteria in this. We hit the -2.5. We're in the inversion here.
Or fun that way too.
So we're showing. So basically, this is kind of like more of a BPR right now. What size count I'm doing? I'm doing the 150K. It's a fresh one, and basically, I'll show here. 3 accounts, nearly at the daily loss limit. You can, if you stop before the daily loss limit hits, you have next day on ETF a whole run of it. So you can lose another 3,300 before you're blown there. That's the perk on there, in that case. I accidentally made a loss on an account I passed with ETF that I haven't signed yet. Let me see. Oh, I think you can just sign it and then activate it right away. I believe that's how it works. We're kind of looking for something like this structure here. We hit the -2.5. We're inside the hourly inversion within the hourly imbalance. We're not going to short blindly. Yeah, so this NQ one was not the best just because I was expecting more of a strong displacement and a retap. It didn't really fail, but it didn't give that.
We got SMT though.
Yeah, we do have SMT. Maybe should have jumped in on ES right there already. Let's see. Look at that 30-second entry model. Nothing clean on the one here. Let's see if we get sweep. Is it top side? No, it's ETF. So if you look at ETF, they had a 90% sale. Now it's only 85% or 80%. And I want to just pass it at one go for on the live stream. So like here, everything's 80% off right now. And you go down here to the 150K. It was 90%, so it was only $60, but it's $25 reset. So you click this. If you fail it, $25 reset. That's why we're aiming for that one-shot kill type of trade. You missed the 90 already? It was going on for a few days. I put a lot of announcement on the... If this invert here, I'll jump in on ES again. Just because we hit the criteria we need already. So we might not get the breaker model. Not yet. It could be a different breaker model. If we, let's say we close down here. This could be the breaker model from this swing low. But we already hit the criteria up here. So if it comes up, we'll probably get a higher short structure. If not, then we need to get in a different one. Do you think you can bring those fund back? Yeah, so invest. The perk with ETF, like I said here, let me find it. The 150K, you have the daily loss limit, right? I kept my loss under the daily loss limit. I think it was like minus 3,100 I posted. If you save for the next day, the way ETF work, you have another 3,300 to play with. Even though the max draw is 4,500, you can run it down lower. So like many times I hit the daily loss limit or got very close to it. Next day I have another 3,300 to play with. And I'll make the 12K, the 9K plus the 3K I lost the other day, and it'll pass. So you have two shots, basically. Have you received payout from ETF? Yes, I received payout about like 6 months ago. I haven't been using them lately because I've been so focused on Top Step and My Fund Futures. But I'm starting to use them again, just only because of the sale. But ETF was probably my highest paying prop firm for a while.
One thing with them is that you gotta trade for like 15 days to get a payout.
Yeah.
That's the only caveat.
I mean, what you could do is just like you can go for like regular days, and then for the last however long that you need, you can just do like $200 days. They don't want you to go micro in and out. At least they want you to do some trades. All right, why is ES stuck here? Let's see, closure here. If it closes, I'll enter. Someone said, hear me out. I have 3 funded ETF accounts. I went to check this and said it failed. I know I did not fail them. Sent them a message, no response. Long story short, I bought new accounts and passed on in one day, and now got email that they reactivated my funded accounts that failed. I don't know what that is. Whoever sent that message. Yeah, I definitely like shorts. Just because we're in the hourly balance, it's in the hourly inversion. Hit the -2.5 standard deviation. We're just looking for structure. I'm not trying to short blindly. We could have short blindly here. It would have worked out very nice, but at least I want some structure at least. Yeah, 15 trade days is a lot though. I think other firms you can get payouts lower than that, and then you can get multiple payouts per month. So like some firms you can get 2 payouts per month. Apex you can get 2. My Fund of Futures you can get 2. Top Step, you can get up to 4 a month, a weekly payout if you do it like if you could trade like that. So no signal to short yet. I don't want to get false signal. Once again, nothing yet. Long 50-second fair value gap break even stop and just hoping. Let's look at the 5. It's 5 minutes holding here. We're just waiting for a PD array to fail, and it hasn't failed yet. Nothing's failed. Everything's been supportive. But they process the payout daily. Apex only on 1 to 5, 15 to 10, 20. Yeah, Zen Cow. The daily sounds good, but they still cap you out per month. So like, let's say you get a 150K account. I think the first month is like about 2,500. So you can like withdraw like 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, up to 2,500, but it still caps you out. And you need to meet that threshold to even get the payout. So you need about the drawdown plus 100. So on the ETF accounts, I'll show again. If it's 4,500 drawdown, for you to pay out, you need 2 things. You need to get the 40% consistency rule, which is always applied on every account, and you need to make 4,500 profits before you can get it. 4,500 plus 100, so you need 4,600 essentially. And there's no reason to really withdraw like slowly when you take the 2,500 there, in my opinion. Still holding here.
Looks like he wants to go higher.
Yeah, I'm interested in shorts in this area, in this hourly area, but I need to see structure. The first one we tried was a very difficult one. We probably could have closed it, but since it was evals, it was funded, I probably would have closed it already. It was bouncing around on entry. And once you didn't get a strong displacement, that really negates the model. But like I said, I was willing to go for a second shot, and that's where we're heading towards now. Looking for a second kill shot here. It's a 3 drive on ES as well, right? So if this dumps, I can anticipate more of the inversion theory, where it would likely, you could do this, or this is something I can anticipate too. Let's just do something. Let me just remake it. So 2 scenarios I'm going for. Either does something like this. Oh no. Go lower, or what I think we're gonna inverse and target the breaker formation, and then there'll be 2 attempts for entries there. So this inverse would need to target this low here for the version up, or for the breaker to work. can you explain the ETF drawdown again? Okay, I'll do it one more time. I guess. You have the daily loss limit. If you just go minus 3K, which leaves you $300 daily loss limit again. The way the ETF works, you can go the next day and it'll give you a whole new daily loss limit of to play with 3,300. And even though it goes, even though it would surpass your 4,500 max drawdown, the way that the drawdown works for the max drawdown and daily loss limit is calculated end of day. So you could go negative 6,000 and still be able to trade it just because it hasn't calculated at the end of the day yet. So like if you close the end of the day, you would fail, but you can basically go minus 3K first day, next day you have another 3K to lose. So it'd be minus 6K total and then somehow come back up. If that makes sense. It sounds like a bug. It kind of is. And well, no, I kind of confirmed with them already. It's not a bug at least. But it's something that you could play to your advantage, you know? There's a breaker now. But I talked to the admins about it, and if you hit day loss limit, do you lose your account? So like top step, you would just be shut off of the day. ETF, you'll lose account. You'll lose account for sure. What's the inversion blue block above? Yes. So I'll go on the hourly. We have the hourly inefficiency here, which we're trying to fill, and we just on the left side we have hourly inversion. That's where I'm looking to see if we can have a low time reversal in. So I'm anticipating a low time reversal in this area, and I'm trying to do like 3-4 point stop and really target like 10-15 points to pass this in one shot. ES, someone saying ES 15-minute unicorn. Let me see. I mean, it's tough just because this is like two slight swing point candles. It's not the cleanest. But if anything, like I wouldn't even use the 15-minute. Like you can use that as confirmation, but you look for a setup on the one. Is your day biased bearish? I'm bullish, dude. Literally, I was bullish all the way down here. I was bullish. I was trying to get the entries. I'm only looking for short, literally here. So during my stream, when we're down here, I'm like, I'm not shorting. If you're shorting this, you're stupid. Until we get to the point of interest for shorts, and this is the point of interest right now for me. If we inverse this, I might take a jab at it. This is already like this is me anticipating the formation of the breaker. The breaker would need to close under this low here. Yeah, I might go for this here. Alright, I entered on the version there. Let me switch my TradeMate account. So we entered this version closed here. This is the 1 minute version. Let me label this better. This is the hourly. So that's the first failure. If we retrace back, then you can get another entry. Basically, we want to see a closure down here now for this. Target the breaker formation. Let me see. We're also inside an NQ 1 minute breaker. I'm just using this for confirmation. I don't think I have more chance of upside. Let me switch this over, and then we can I can hook up the other account. Which account was it? 48. Give me a second. Give me a second. Which one is it? Okay. There we go. So the retap and the inversion here, I'm targeting this low here. And if it forms a second one, then it'll form the breaker. We'll look for a retrace to target the second entry. But this could just literally skyrocket up. It's not something I want to do on my funded. It's something we're really only testing on or hoping for to trade on eval. So like I said, likely it's gonna be like a 3-point stop on this, and I'm targeting about like 15 points to pass the eval. This is holding here. We didn't even inverse this, but it's in my point of interest where I would want to look for a low time frame reversal. And for that to confirm, we're looking at this to be high. We're looking at this to be a high here, a low, a higher high, and then we need to get down to this low. So the way I'll mark this is kind of like this. You know, I'll copy it here. It's not. We haven't confirmed the break here. That's why I haven't only entered half the maximum size given. But we need this. We're at this point right now, and we need this to close down here. Does ETF care about days you to cash in micros? So those are scratch trades. I don't think they care on evaluation, but if you're trying to do it funded, they won't let you do that. I'm probably not gonna touch funded. Maybe I'll touch funded on the afternoon session. But right now, especially when it's lunchtime, right? I'm still looking for that one shot killing pass, which is 1 day pass and $25 reset. Like, I'm doing this on other 3 accounts. If it works, I'll get we can get funded for a very low price on them. I'm looking to see this fill this in. Fair value up on Q. See if we close lower and hold and close. I have 7 now. I think I need about 6K to pass. How many points do I need if I just hold through everything? 7.
I think you need 9K to pass, don't you? On the 150Ks?
Well, I'm doing 150 and 100K. This is the second set I have is on the 100Ks. That's why the max size is only 14. I need 17 points if I do 7 cons. So if we can close under 45 here, 50, 45, we form breaker. And this will be just basically the what is it? The inversion breaker theory that had posted. We are a resistant plus pivot point. I don't know what pivot point you're looking at, though. What I can tell you I'm looking at is we're in this hourly imbalance. We have the hourly inversion, and we hit the -2 provide innovation. Loss of interest. I've been calling for a move into the 49 to 50 for a reversal in that area. See if we can close under here. And if we can violate this breaker 2 on NQ, that would make things much easier for downside. Alright, this chart is already inverted here. We're targeting this low here. There we go. Likely gonna violate this breaker, which is good confirmation here. And it's already inverted. We already know that. I need to see a strong displacement here though. That's what I'm looking for. And this is gonna be like a one-shot, one-kill trade. So if it comes back break even, I think that's the only chance. If it comes back to break even, then that trade was not gonna give us the 15 points we need.
You're looking for 15 points on ES?
Yeah, unless I side, unless I add another 7 contract to max size, and I'll probably half that. I'll need like 7 points.
So that's a lot of points for ES.
Yeah, I can always add to it though. Well, the first entry is an inversion. If we can confirm downward, it'll give you the breaker play, and I'll add to that, and I'll likely play like that. All right, here's a break here. I need to see an energetic move. Come on. It would make clean unicorn trade too. And we have I guess we have a fourth drive. It was a 3 drive originally, but we took a 1 shot higher. Need an energetic move, guys. The hourly looks actually pretty clean though.
It should die here now.
Yeah, it should. If not, we'll probably not get anything here.
There
All right. I'm also looking at 5 minute. If we can provide this 5 minute, I'll be so bearish for the downside again. All right, here's 5 points already. So now we got 2 things. We got an inversion down here, and then we also have a breaker, and that's an energetic displacement.
Off here.
Yeah.
We're in a value gap zone. We just took out sell side liquidity in the 30-second chart.
I want to see it tap back in the breaker. We'll probably look for a second add, likely within the inversion, and then really target lower. Let's see. This can be just a retracement. Yeah. I think this is starting to confirm downside, but we need more confirmation. If we can violate these 5 minute FAGs here, I think we can really slam it down. But we're just looking at if you look at the higher time frame, we're at the right area for a high time frame retracement, low time frame reversal. We're the perfect area for that. But if you're bullish bias, then yeah, like you'll think this is just like a slight retracement for higher prices. I'm already kind of bearish at this area, and right now we're respecting that bearish bias. So I'm shooting for it. Same thing with NQ here. Let's do something like this. Boom, boom. Probably add into this version though. Add 3 more for the unicorn entry. And I'll add a 3 if we can close lower. It's gonna work. I'm trying to pyramid into it. Because keep in mind, we only have a 3-point stop on this. That's the only thing I'm willing to go for. And I'm targeting 10 to 15 points. So like if this is a regular trade, this already gave us like 6 points already. That's 2 RR already. I need like 5 RR for me to pass in one go. So I'm like risking like $1,000 to get like $6,000. So if you don't see this as an inversion, then this will just be a simple breaker play. But if you're using this as an inversion, it's a unicorn with an inversion instead of a fair value gap.
Are there any macro times in lunch?
I think some people do like 11:50 to 12:10. There's a macro indicator. Have you tried it? It's called macro tracker by 2 degrees.
Yeah, I see
That's
that.
pretty nice. Yeah, there's only 12:50 to 110 here. So I added to the. This is the unicorn entry here. I added 46.25. Retracement to go higher. Yeah, if you're bullish, then this is a simple retracement. But I'm thinking we come back down just based on the hourly. I could be wrong. If we close above the hourly, I'll likely get stopped out, and like who cares? Because I'm sure you guys are looking for a run up to like 50, 60 and push up all time high. I'm willing to risk 3 points, right? About 3 points for a 15-point move. And I'm carefully choosing where I want to short. So this is so far going according to my plan. If you look at what I drew here, we have a high, we have a low here, we have a higher high into the inversion hourly, and the hourly imbalance. We closed lower under the previous low, making a lower low. A retap back into the breaker, right here, exactly where I entered, right, exactly where I got filled at, and then pushing lower. So if this plays out, hopefully. And if you're not trying to pass in one shot like me, then you can definitely take PTP. We're already, I need 6K as my target. We're already a third way into it, with only 1K as our stop loss. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss. I am back. I'm gonna move this closer because we don't really need NQ that much because we're in the ES trade. ES is more of a simple setup here. Where's your target? I need like I said here, it's a 3-point stop. I need 10 to 15 points to pass this. So when we get 6K bar target, it'll be one-shot kill pass. I'm only doing it because it's the eval thing. This is the eval on elite with a big sale they have. So if you're doing 150K, you need 9K profit target. 100K, you need 6K profit target. And it's only $25 reset, so that's why we're running that. Let me read the chat here. Engineered liquidity on YM. YM will take out Hive Day. I'm short term as well. Just saying, I think we go high after retracing. It could, yes. But I think with high time frame bias or my high time frame narrative on the hourly, I would rather see a retrace here and just fall, because this is a key point here. And I've been calling it. If you watched my stream before like all they like to start, I've been calling for a short like around here. It aligns with a negative 2.5 standard deviation target, and it's like a more of a BPR hourly. And we just hit that on the middle of it, the midpoint of it, and closing lower. So it's going exactly how I anticipated right now. Blake is saying, I thought you can't go over 40% on eval. So that's only on funded. Same thing with Apex. Apex has a 30% consistency rule. Let me show you guys something. I'm working on with a few traders and a team. We're just building this. This hasn't launched yet, but what you guys can do, look at prop firm, look at prop guide, and we'll look at ETF, we'll look at Apex, and we'll look at Top Step, right? It will show you everything you need to know. So it'll show you the account types. It'll hitting daily drawdown will count as a failure. It'll talk about all the payouts and every single rules. So consistency rule, best day below 40%. That's the consistency target. Scaling rule, none. News trading, it'll tell you all that. Flipping rule, there's a flipping rule, so you can't go in and out to secure trade. Same thing with here. It'll show you need 7 days to pass, unless there's a sale, then like that would like override it. All that payout structure, every single thing, specific rules. Once again, 30% only on funded. Scaling rule, no. Flipping rule, yes. Allow news trading for Apex. They only allow you if you're not taking advantage of the volatility. If you're just trading appropriately. Top Step, I have this here. It shows the end of day. It shows the payout structure. It shows all the rules. So just type in smartfirm.com. It's not released yet, but you can at least use a guide. We're still working on it with a few other people. But those questions can be answered, guys. For how long have you been trading? Roberto said, I think I've been trading for 3, approaching 4 years now. I think probably like in a few months it'll be 4 years. But the total number doesn't matter. It's like you have to ask yourself, like, how long have you been trading with one model, with one system? And for me to answer that, it's been probably like 6 to 8 months. I've been only trading like the breaker structure. And incorporating little things. I can incorporate standard deviation projection. I can incorporate inversion. Every theory I have, I share. So if you really want to learn it, I would stick with me on these live streams, and you can see me real time. You can back test it, of course, and you go on my Twitter. You go to the highlights. It'll show a lot of educational posts. So one of them is this here, types of breakers. And I'll actually add this to highlights. Where is it? Highlights. So go on my Twitter, you look at the highlights. It'll show all the educational posts that you would know. So you would need to know inversion with breakers. This is a very core concept that I've been demonstrating on live. So you can go through that real quick. It shows you like this is actually playing out how we're doing right now. So we had the sweep of highs. It's just upside down. We have the inversion. We violate it. We can enter on the retracement. So this is here. 1 is closure above. 2 is the FEG, which is the unicorn, and 3 is that inversion retrace. And this is the retrace, and this is more of the unicorn entry here. The only thing is we're just kind of building up slowly for some reason. If it was really short bias, it would have killed it by now. But since it's lunchtime is not something I encourage trading in. Is there a maximum request for ETF? Yeah, there's a max cap payout for each month that I'll include on the guide. We're still working on that, so just any information, use the smartplatform.com. I'll type it, the link to it, and more specifically, I'll type in to the ETF guide, because a lot of the questions that you guys might be wondering is already shared here. I think I need like all the way down here. Lunch is so slow. That's why I always avoid lunch, but just because I'm trying to trade evals right now. Some of my rules and guidelines, I'm overriding them essentially. But like if I was trading funny, if I was trading real money, anything like that, no sales or anything, and I'm not trying to work on evals just to pass them, then I wouldn't be trading right now. I would be off charts completely. Ease off charts. Induce higher for lower prices right now. You could see this as a turtle soup, or I kind of see it only as an inducement here. We're already expecting it to hold price below here in the breaker inversion, and we just induced that previous wick. So far, I still have my hard stop at 50.25. My entry was in the version, but I pyramid entry entered, and I added at this retap here. I'm just gonna let it play out. What do you think about the Six Sister approach? I think were you the one who were speaking about earlier? I think there's a lot of messages, so I might have overlooked it. But the Six Sister, let me see. That's speaking more about SMT, right? Are you referencing YM? Because NQ and ES, even though they had like a slight divergence, they're kind of going similarly. I don't have YM up right now. Six Sister. Oh wait, you're looking at higher time frame. Okay, wait. I think I know what you mean, right? Let me see. No, I don't. Oh, okay. So you're looking at since ES moved past this high here, and NQ didn't get that. That just what can you really use for that though? Maybe that kind of gives you like a narrative that you could think about, but it doesn't really do much other than that. I want this to violate this 5-minute FEG. If we do this violation of 5-minute FEG, I think we're gonna really do a slingshot down. This looks kind of messy, but it just shows everything I'm looking at all at once. Look at the 1 minute time frame. There's many highs that YMES took, but NQ didn't. That's more of just like a divergence if you're looking at 1 minute time frame. If you're looking at a bigger time frame like this, like we didn't sweep this high here. This is like more of the 5-15 minute. You can look at it. That's more of the concept that you're asking about. But just having like a slight divergence is not too problematic. It's just an SMT. And that was carried on from PPI as well. Because PPI did a strong move downwards on NQ. Tech sold off pretty heavily. It looks like we're coming back up. Well, we were up. I think we were like 30%, 35%. Like down here was 2,500. We're probably nearly halfway, and we're near break even again. But that's what happens when you're really going for, look, 3-point stop. This is only 2-point stop right now. 3-point stop for 10, 15 points. We hit about 6-7 points from this entry. But that's lunchtime as well. Lunchtime is obnoxious. Is this frozen? What's happening here? I've been getting like PTSD because my Wi-Fi has been having so many issues this week. So when price is stuck like that, I'm like, did my computer crash? Did my Wi-Fi went out? What's the deal? Yeah, we're just going back to entry now. Maybe we'll get a better setup the PM session, which I'm fine with. Yeah. Might have to wrap this up on this move. We might actually look for a different setup. Going for a 2-point stop for a about, what is that? Why does it show the number? 11-point move. That's what I was looking for to pass it. Will you be on for PM session? I'm considering it right now, but if price action is this slow, I'm gonna deter from it. Let me see. Do we have any volatile news next week here? We could be playing for more streams here. Wednesday, FOMC minutes. Thursday, unemployment claims. Nothing volatile next week at all. It's like they're gonna take us out here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's just not ready to come down yet. we'll probably look at this if more of like inverted breaker, if it reclaims and whatnot. It depends how you look at it. We could look at it all the way up till this candle here. This is a continuation. As long as we don't come past this high, I'm just gonna let it play out. When will price action pick up? Dave teaches. It shows up here. This is on the eval. We're at lunchtime. It's not trading. Well, I funded right now, but 2-point stop targeting 10 to 15 to pass his eval. So I need at least down here. PA might be dead for the rest of the day, especially with the long weekend coming up. Yeah, I forgot that Monday is President Day. Yeah, there's no trading that day. But Dave's gonna call me out for not taking TP when I was up 2,500 down here, because I think we had our fill here. Went all the way to 6 points to 2,500 on a 3-point stop on it. But it's on the eval right now though. I'm trying to pass on ETF eval. That's what we were going for. And it's like more of a one-shot kill type of trade. So either take me out for 2 points or we're going for 11. It was actually so funny to see Dave and one of my mods, Sleepy, just going at it. I did not expect that. We're just in a regular trade. That just came out of nowhere. But like 10 mini with 2-point stop loss is like about 1k 1k max risk. I don't want to get butt hurt again. That's like the same thing he's thinking about. He's like, he don't want you to get butt hurt again. But how'd you trade today, Dave? Today, I think I kind of missed a lot of setups. This is like my main first trade basically, because we're only looking at this hourly here. So it's a high time frame retracement what I'm anticipating in this hourly imbalance here with inversion for the hourly, and then we also in the negative 2 provide standard deviation projection. I'm anticipating more reversal here and let this be a intermediate high to target down probably to this breaker. We're just letting it play out. We've been in this trade for like 25 minutes though. It's been a long time. We might be holding through PM session too. So back in profit for +3. No drawdown yet. I think we had like about 1 tick of drawdown, two tick of drawdown. Still holding this. Someone's saying 10-10 high is a breaker. Are you looking down here? $10.10. I would more consider this as a breaker. So we have the high, we have the low here. Sweep the low, push past the high, and then we're looking for something retracement down here. So far, even though it looks kind of funky, it's giving some type of respecting. You said 10-18. I saw 10-10. Let me see. Yeah, it's basically the thing I have marked, but the way that I have it, you can look at the last candle, but I'm looking at the consecutive candles. I have a educational post about that on Twitter. You can use unique candles, you can use consecutive candles, or you can use last candle. For this one, I'm doing consecutive candles, just because it fits it more. This inversion is still holding here. I want to see if this is not the best type of breaker, but I just want to see if it holds price down. We've just been chopping back and forth. Nothing much happening yet. But it'll be worth it if I can just hold this trade for like another 30 minutes and it hits my target price, which is about like 10, 11 points on ES. You're basically allowed to do a very tight stop if you can anticipate where you think price is gonna kind of stop out at. So I'm already anticipating price from 49 to 51 to be like that 2-point area to be strong resistance. And I'm not gonna short just because it first tap on it. I'm waiting for structure. So my first structure was this inversion here. We close under. I entered on it on this candle here. But we're still stuck in this trade. Really need to take it down from now. This is taking far too long. It's looking pretty good though. Been in this trade for 30 minutes. I need 6K profit target. I've been brushing past 2,000 for the last like 3-4 attempts now. But I'm not gonna TP. Let's see how we get a target. Oh shit. Okay, we're just sitting here idle. Nothing much happening, right? It feels like my screen is frozen with this price action. I think I might just not live stream PM at this point. Based on lunch being nasty already, I might just look at setups to play for on the eval or funded on the main chat in our Discord. It's open to everyone right now, so you can just join. This is where I'll be posting my trades, and if any alerts, I'll post here in the future alert. But I don't know if this, just because it's Friday and we have President's Day on Monday, which is a 3-day holiday. I don't know how I want to sit through this race action. Let me see. What's Dave? Taking profit with the reentry could have passed the challenge with ease, to be honest. By all means. Yeah, like I think what we established with the trade already. Like I'm gonna leave the hard stop. I'm gonna leave the TP. But I'm not trading like I would right now. Like where it's like in and out, in and out. 30-minute entry opportunity, 30-minute time frame with 5 opportunities to pay myself. Well, it depends, like what 5 entries you're discussing. I know you have a lot of setups with your lower time frame executions, even lower than I'm looking at. Sometimes 1 minute is already a big deal for some people. Then we have Dave in here, like operating on the 15 or 5. But I'm not trying to operate like that. Like for me, the 1 minute right now is like, how many setups can I really do here? This is more chopped. This is something I avoid. Probably by the time this gets stopped out, which is just a 2-point stop. If this gets stopped out, I'll just end the stream. But what? I'm still like shocked though. Like, is there 5 setups within this 30-minute time frame? So from like 12 till 12:48, you see 5 solid setups. Dude, okay. I think the way to solve this, Dave got to call out a trade right here on during this shop, because this is like for normal people trading. We can't really trade this price action, but Dave is going against the grain. So tell me where to enter and exit. We can do it on NQ, this so we can leave this trade separately. Just waiting this out. Likely just gonna end the stream if this gets stopped out for 2 points. Or I might just do break and stop on this. This is just wait. This has been 30 minutes. And we hit 2.5K like 3 times. I just need 6K to pass. Open 5-second chart on NQ. Okay. I'll remove this, I guess. What is this 5-second structure that we're looking at? I mean, we do have equal lows here. We have a sweep. Would 5-second really move really fast? Are you guys behaving in here? We're trying our best. Here you got already 3 clear longs. Where's this 3 clear longs we're talking about? Probably in this area, in this vicinity, after sweeping this 2 double bottom here. Maybe this is the time while we're just waiting for this trade to play out. If it does trade out, someone's gonna teach me how to execute on the 5-second chart. I'm assuming you guys are playing back and forth, right? So like you'd long here, you'll probably TP and then look for a short somewhere here and go back and forth. Time to watch a free playlist. Well, what I'm doing, nothing's wrong with what I'm doing. I guess I'm open to it. But the main thing with me, I don't want to mess something that I've been refining for my trading already. And I would feel bad if I lose my mind trying to trade something new, because I've been preaching to not like just focus on one model and just stick with that unless it's not giving you profitability. But just playing with breakers has been giving me the best results the last like 6 months. But it is interesting though, because Dave is pointing out during this chop there's 5 opportunities to go back and forth. For me, look at the 1 minute. This is just like nonsensical chop, but I guess in different perspective, you guys might have something going on. It's holy grail. It's just market structure. Train the 5-second chart is ass. Why scalp when you catch bigger moves? Use the 1 minute. So people have different opinions. Like I would not like go against anyone train the 5 if they're doing good consistently. But if they're like going for like big days and have big losing days and like it's not consistent, then probably not a best trading style. But I mean, I think a lot of people are having success with it, so nothing wrong with that. I believe we should respect each other's model. I mean, that's where I'm going at right now. The day that I can't trade breakers or like the unicorn model or any version, like those type of like models that I am operating on, the moment that fails for more than 2 months, let's say at least, because if it fails like 1 month, that might just be a bad month. I'm looking at data over the course of like 9 months, so I'm not gonna change anything if it's still working right now. But yeah, like Roberto said, we're still open to ideas. I can look at it, but I think the best way to learn is by forward testing or just calling out live. So if someone can tell me, train the 5-second right now, someone can tell me where to long, like real time instead of like hindsight, and do it in a consistent manner, then I'll be so interested in that. Like someone drop in right now, next 10 minutes, 20 minutes, show me back and forth what trade you're taking. Or tell me what when to enter, when to exit. And if it does well, like if it has a high win rate on it, I'll be down for it. Just still chopping back and forth. They don't know where to long. That's why they sell mentorship and make YouTube videos every day. Orca Well says, as long as they're getting payouts, the guys that trade on low time frame, they're getting payouts it's a win. But I don't know how many, since you guys are taking a lot of trades, would that rack up like hella commissions? Like what is like a frequent, like if you're trading like for a few hours, like say 3 hours, and you're taking like 20 trades, what would your commission be? Especially if you trade micros. Micros is like 3x this the round trip of micros or minis already. So you really need to be on that shit. Dude, what is this chop? Let me look at the 5-minute. The moment I'm gonna say it again, the moment we violate this 5-minute FAG, I think we're free fall to the next PD array. Well, okay, Orca, I'm kind of talking about like, let's say you do 10 micros, so like one mini round trip, I think it's like $4. 10 micros round trip should be like 3 times that. Short 65, target 56. Short 65. That's kind of late now. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try it. Pinkman, I think, is going off of a. Wait, are you already in shorts, or are you waiting for that entry? Let me just see if it works. And your target is 56, right? Hopefully you didn't enter already, because that'd be kind of lame. Because I think when I saw it, it was already at 860. Already in, damn. Yeah. Wait, 865. So you were up here. That was like 20 seconds ago. Tell me another one, but try to be as quick as you can, like real time. Because if it's only like two points difference, 3 points difference, that might be something like we don't really care about, you know. What's the TP on ES? I need to do a one-shot kill on it, so I'm looking for a 11-point move all the way back into this breaker. So like about 50-37. This would align probably with violate this 5-minute. Probably be in this order block, even attempting for this FEG here. Also, I guess the pink man target 56 did hit. Give me another one. Give me another one. maybe I'll try to do it real time too. I can just do the sell. Let's do just one. See if I can get it in with the guys with the 5-second model. But I guess what is your lipstick on the 5-second chart for this setup that you took, a pink man? I'm assuming you got 65, so like 865 short, so somewhere up here. What was the reasoning behind that? Was that sweep this low, sweep this high, and then you're trying to go for the downward push? Maybe I see the chart, I can understand more. All right, 5-minute chart. Let's do this. Closure below, and then we free fall to my TP. 2,700. I need about 6,000. Entry at protected swing high, target at swing low. Okay, let me take a look at that. It's informative information. Like, that's why I'm always open to new ideas. Do you know smart money concept? I think that's just too generalized, right? It's not just like unless. Wait, are you trading Dave's model, or are you trading smart money concept, or just like a mixture of both? Because when we're talking about like concepts, I'm thinking more like an entry model. Concept is too too generalized. But 865 protected. Where would your stop be in this case, anyways? Like a 2-point stop. Oh, okay. The Dave is just SMC. So I didn't know that. So like, I thought it was like a completely different thing. That's how unknowledgeable I am with that model, so that's why I can't say anything. And I would probably never say anything until like I give it a try. And like if I give it a try and like I would probably give a conclusion after like 2-3 months of using it. Damn, this is... We're getting a energetic target price to this 5-minute here. I just want to see it violate so it can move on to the next target, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. Stoic said Pinkman has no idea what he's talking about. See, I have no knowledge on both sides. I assume Pinkman is with you guys, with Stoic and Dave. I'm still waiting for this to play out. We're like nearly halfway there. This is the fourth time it went 2,500. I need to hit 6K on it. I wonder if I took this on NQ, if I would pass by now. That would have been like 40 points. I might have passed by now if I took NQ. ES is just being very slow. What's that? 40 times 20 per point with 10 contracts. That would have been 8,000 already. I would have done past it. Here we go. I think the breaker that we shared here was still working, right? About 3,500. We're almost there. We're not that far from it. Come on, baby. Alright, I need to put my TP where I... I need the 5-minute close to confirm this move downwards. I'm anticipating we close the 5-minute. We're gonna free fall like 10 points, probably all the way down here. That's the next. Oh shit, my bad. That's the next draw, or next PD rate that needs to be tested. And that's gonna be where I'm gonna target to. Might get some TP going here. Let's get the closure first. If we can get closure, I think we free fall here. This has been 30, 40 minutes, right? Let's see. If we entered here, no, I think we entered here. It's been like about 50 minutes. Two-point stop. We're up about 10 points. I'm literally looking for a little bit more. Going to breaker to breaker though. Very, very clean to understand. Dave and Pinkman is going back and forth. I have no knowledge with the way that you guys trade with market structure on the 5-second chart or lower time frame chart under the 1 minute, so I would not have input on that. I assumed when you guys are talking about it that you guys are together, but now it's like an internal strife, I guess. Heading to target here. We're probably, I don't know. Did I calculate right? Would this hit 6,000? I might need a little bit lower. I'll probably should start taking TPs here though. I took 2 off there. I'll just put some buy limits. I'm gonna look at when I pass though, which is about 6,000. Let's just see. Should free fall here. There we go. We're at 6,000 now. We're hitting there, holding 2 more. I'm gonna add another one up here. Pretty much the message here. It's worth it though, Dave. Like you're talking about 30-minute like chop. You can have multiple back to back. But this trade had no drawdown on it because I added here, then I pyramid entry here. This is like average 48, and we hit target. That feels, for me though, that feels more easier to follow than going multiple trades. That's just me though. Nearly done here. I think I just need like a few more hundred at this point. So if it hits my TP, then we're good to go. I can probably just make the few hundred myself. It doesn't really matter to me. But 2-point stop, 13, 14-point take profit basically is what I was going for. About 10 to 15 take profit depending on where I could pass at. And we're hitting that very nicely, guys. Do you guys think going through ICT YouTube videos is the best way to learn, or learn from other short videos? So I would have a different opinion with that. I always encourage, yeah, go learn from the creative itself. So like go through the playlist, the 2022 playlist, the 23 playlist, and then the core concept. There's like a structure with that. But if you're kind of just starting off, I feel like the best way to learn, it just, since ICT is a overhead of so many different models, you can look at inversion, you can look at breaker, you can look at turtle soup, you can look at all these type of things. Wouldn't it be easier just kind of like master one model, or test it out and then back test it, forward test it, do everything you need, and run it that way? But like learning ICT, like I feel like if you're new to it, I mean, it's such a long process. I would rather encourage just finding one model that you would like, that piques your interest, try to hone it, get months of data, prove that it's consistent and whatnot. I don't know you. I don't like live stuff talking to me. Dave said, I get it. That's why I said trade your system. I did 10K today and 3-4 trades that took less than 10 minutes. Yeah, well, 10K. What was your sizing on them? 3 to 4 trades. Unless you're trading the move up, which would make sense. Yeah. I think I get the overall message that Dave is trying to convey, but I think the way that he says it kind of could be more of an aggressive way, like, oh, why are you trading like this? Wouldn't it be better to do this? But I think if you look at that perspective, maybe you have a different reaction. But the perspective, he's like, you could just always enter, take the TP, get a second entry, keep it going. If you have that system to operate like that. Do you think this is just a retracement to push for buy side? So for me to answer that, I would have to look at the higher time frame chart. So there's two high time frame analysis for me. I look at the daily and 4-hour. The daily and 4-hour right now, this is the 4-hour, with daily being the orange box, green being the 4-hour. We just filled all the imbalances on the downside already on the PPI move down and filled on the upside. So it's like kind of freeway. We're on the trend line on the daily though. So if we get a substantial daily close, I'll be much more bearish biased. But without that, I can't be confidently bearish yet. That's why this is for more of an overall narrative for the week. Then I look at the hourly to find my narrative for intraday. And for that, we filled the imbalance here, tiptoed up to this point here, which was the inefficiency at Monday. And PPI really slammed it lower, creating two imbalances. The first one we're focused on is this one, which is what we're playing. Same thing with ES. ES is just showing more strength though, but we slammed it down with PPI, leaving two imbalances, or one imbalance on ES. But the key thing to focus here is why I was shorting in this area and why I can refine it. So on the hourly, it's like about like a 6-point hourly inefficiency. But we have the inversion on the left side here, so we can refine that. So this could just be a simple BPR. You could treat it like that. I think I went away. And the reason I went short here is because, let me just take out execution. This is cluttering my charts. This is the same thing, the hourly imbalance inversion here. I'm already anticipating to see a reaction of resistance here. Hit the negative 2.5 standard deviation, which is from all the way down here, projected to 2.5, which is the retracement criteria. And we're just giving the structure. So we have the high, we have low, we have a higher high. We slam down low, creating the bearish breaker. Also violating this inversion. This is the first entry we did. So it might be best to like rewatch this if you want to see how it played out. But once we made a imbalance here to take out this high, making this a higher high, I was looking for a inversion closure to target the breaker formation. So if you want to learn more about inversion plus breaker, look at my Twitter. I have a long thread about that. But basically, once we invert it, we're anticipating a formation of the breaker, which a closure under this low. We enter here, closure down, pyramid into the entry. So I had entry here. I add it into this unicorn entry, which is the inversion and the breaker. And my stop loss is just that high, so like about 2 points. This is based on my second entry. This is the second entry. And our target, kind of like what you want to utilize, is bouncing back to 1 and 5 for executions. I mainly operate in the 1 minute, but I also use 5 minute for execution and analysis on the intraday. So 5 minute here. What I was calling for, I don't know where it went. This is not ES. Violate this 5 minute here. We free fall down. This is what we did. We closed down below it. Literally a 10 point drop here. I am anticipating a move into this 5 minute FVG though. That's where it's gonna be tested. And if it could hold that, maybe we can come back up. But perfect tap in the new day opening up too. Let me see the chat right now. Why did it not fail you? I think it did fail me. Let me check if I passed or not. I think we should be passing right now, right? Yeah. So we're basically nearly past. I think I might just finish it on my own. I'll just hold this. Unless this goes down to the 5 minute, which is what I'm thinking. Dear 28 to 30, it's the same thing here. The 5 minute and the 1 minute lines. I'm looking for a move to here more before saying anything. Dave said I'm out. Brian, see you soon. Yeah. I mean, it's always fun to see Dave bounce in the stream because I don't think he's like trying to attack me personally. Like he's just enjoying the stream and just having his input. And I know the way that he conveys his messages could seem more aggressive, but with a different perspective, it's just he's sharing his trading system and I'm open to it. I'm never not against like seeing new concepts or anything. It's just hard for me to really sit down and learn it when I've been working on just the breaker model for the longest time. Dave teaches, let's see you trade with live teachers like Brian. Oh damn. I think was Dave not live today? I'm not sure if he traded with the screen though, but he did share like a mention that he made 10,000 with 90 something percent win rate, which is very, very impressive. If you can do that consistently, that's overpowered. All right, we're in the PM session right now, so we could be hunting for more setups right now. But what a trade! What a trade indeed. I'm just holding 2 more now. I think I'm off by 200 right now. So like if we can go down to here, we'll probably finish it like about 4 more points. That was a great trade. I don't know if anyone held through that like me though, because we had so much chop, but the trade had no drawdown though. It had 2 ticks of drawdown. I had 10 cons. I'm out 80%. I'm just holding 2 to see. If it comes back up, I might just kill it, just finish it on my own. But yeah, the explanation was the key here. Like if you didn't understand the hourly analysis in that, then this short would mean nothing to you. Like it would literally mean nothing. We have some equal lows down here. I want to see if we can go for that. All right. I didn't take it through to lunch, but lunch delivers again as it does lately. Yeah. So what I always say to lunch price action, it is gonna be something messy. It really only delivered when PM happened, right? So 1 PM happened, it started delivering where it should be going. But just notice this high was protected. This breaker was protected. This inversion protected price from moving higher. Everything made sense. Everything was working like it should be. But my execution thing looked kind of messy right now. This looks so messy. It's okay. I mean, we already got the trade down though. And that's how you literally pass it a one shot though. And the account that I traded on, I can show you guys again. We're looking at this ETF here. End of day option. I'm trading on both 100K one and 150K. It's still 80% sale. You can use my link in the description. And we're looking for 6K profit target. We hit 6. I think I'm at 5.6K right now. I'm that close. And it only take one shot. So kind of like the way that you want to trade with eval, like funded. Yes, I have a tough system with that. I don't trade large size. I have a hard stop on it. Everything makes sense to me. Like if this is funded, I was probably gonna only take like 2-3 cons on this. But since it's eval, I took 10 just because the way that I trade eval, I just basically 5x my size of whatever I trade normally on funded. So it's more of an aggressive way, but I'm not trading blindly. So the way that some people trade, like they can just see, oh, it's just hell. It's 80% off. It's 90% off. Let's just full size here. Let's up and down, up and down. But why not just trade it legit? Trade real setups and just large sizes it. So like I still have a 2-point stop on that. That just never got triggered. Let me see. Would you have taken both trades on NQ and ES on funded? Second one was during the lunch. First one was are you talking about the same trade that we took on ES here? The same thing on NQ? Let me see. I mean, NQ has a similar setup just because like we have the breaker, we have the inversion holding it down, we have another breaker formation. I think I only took on ES only because the analysis was on ES. So the hourly inversion plus imbalance here was focused towards ES. And if I took on an NQ here, like let me see the entry. This would be the entry criteria. Probably be this stop loss just at the high 12 points, and I would probably slam it down to here. So like about 75 points. That would probably net me double the profits I did on ES, just because NQ is moving so volatile. Let's look at the 5. We haven't entered this 5-minute FEG on ES yet, so I'm still waiting for that to happen. Probably gonna move something like this. I think if we can reclaim this 5-minute and close above 43, we should probably shoot for the stars and probably aim to here. Let's say if it does something like this. I probably think something like this. And if there's an entry within that, we'll probably look at it on the 1 or 5. Oh, I mean the first NQ, that was a loss. Let me see. What was a short? It was this short. Okay. Short here with 14 contracts. I think I put stop at the like 16-point stop. Yeah, that failed. Would I have reinserted on the second one? Is that what you're saying? The first one only failed just because this move down here that formed the breaker. This was not a strong displacement. So for it to be strong displacement, it would really need to close down here and then retrace back up. It didn't do that, so that's like a premature, riskier type of breaker to trade inside. But we could see something like this. We have a strong displacement down, simple retrace back to this breaker, and then fall down. This is more of a cleaner structure. Would you have taken the trade on NQ unfunded in terms of setup? No. Just because this is a very terrible breaker. And if you're watching me, I think since you're talking about the first trade, I'm already anticipating for a tap in here. And when NQ was trading here, we didn't get to the top part yet. So this is like the first. I said 2 bullets, right? First attempt and then second attempt. If they both fail, then that would have been like a loss for me. The first attempt is like if I'm already giving 2 attempts, I'm more confident on the second one. Like if you kind of understand that way. This entry here was just in case. Like let's say like it works, but it doesn't give me a move up here. But let's see. This is forming a bullish breaker now. And we're forming the breaker within a breaker. So this breaker is derived from this high. I'm just using the last 2 candles. We have a high, we have a low past this low, and we have a high past that high. And this is the breaker that we're looking at. And we basically formed another breaker here. So if you enter this long here, let's say it does come back in, where would you want to enter? Probably this inversion here. This is probably the easiest one. If you enter in this inversion, you probably put a stop just under the breaker, and that'll be fine. And you can really target back up. That might be another setup. I'm gonna anticipate that. So breaker within a breaker essentially. And this is pushing back up. How was the stream session though, guys? How is this stream? Learn is... I think this is one of the streams where like since it's so slow, I can really explain every thought process. It's tough when it is fast paced, but since it's lunchtime and it's consolidating, I can really go where I want to elaborate on. And you can take trades alongside with me. Like, I'm public about that. You can see exactly where I put my stop, where my entry is. It's just going straight back down. Yeah. So that's why, if you notice, I was looking at 10 to 15 to take profit. I was looking at basically the first tap inside this breaker would have been my TP already. And once again, we have a reaction here. So it's basically delivering from this breaker here and just delivering from another breaker. It's going back and forth. So that's why this spot here was a good TP, and I got about 80% off from this low. So like I took 2, 2, 2, 2. This is 80% of my position was taken out at the low essentially. Do you have a schedule with going live? I will say we were more consistent live trading in January, but I think February to me it's just sloppy price action. So the we're like halfway to February. I think I only traded like 5 trading days. So the other 5 I kind of sat on the sidelines because it's just not something I like as a price action wise. But even this price action here, it worked well just because it hit the high time frame analysis point of interest. But it was still very, very sloppy in the delivery of it. But the schedule that we operate on, let me just see. I trade only 1 session usually, if I'm trading on Funded especially. I'll show the Discord here. The welcome guide. We trade 9:45 to 12. We should have ended already, but since I was waiting for this trade to deliver, I stretched out the stream, and then 1:15 to 3:15. So about 2 hours per side, morning or lunch or afternoon. And we'll likely run a more streams just to pass more evals for you guys, because I think everyone's aware about this already. ETF doing 80 to 90% off sale, plus you get pass one get one. So these accounts that I passed here on the 100K, I would get a discount code to use for any evals. I could just buy the same one, or I can go for a 250K eval, and it works up to 10 purchases. Let me show that here. Where's the picture? Let me just post it so we can see together. So 90% off. This is already expired though. We still have 80% off. It's $25 reset, 1 day to pass. You earn 2 times rewards points, which just gives you like free reset or evals if you rack enough points. And you also receive a free eval upon passing 10 up to 10, as long as it works all the way to February 29th. So yeah, this is so interesting though. Like, you get the Pogo, which gives you a discount code to use on any eval, any size, any type, any platform. So this is so I hate how they do this, because it works for us as a trader, but it's gonna hurt their long-term sustainability. You could literally buy a 10K eval, pass it, use a Pogo coupon to buy a 250K end of day for free. How absurd is that? How absurd is that? To me, that's like, why would they even do that? Who thought of that? Who in the right mind would do a sale like that? But they did it, and I've got probably over 80,000 payouts from them, so I'm not too worried about them going under. But I don't know, like with a sale like that, it's gonna hurt their sustainability for sure in long term. We just need to see how they manage this. This is a unicorn trade here. Their payout is 15 trading days, yes. So you need 15 trading days, and there's 2 rules with that. Once again, just go smartplatform.com. This is a blog that I have that I will work with other traders on. It just shows you the deals of the week. It's not updated, of course, because it's not launched yet, but you go to prop guide, go to elite, and it shows you all the rules. This is all free, and I only did it just because a lot of people, I trade mainly prop firms and funding accounts, and a lot of people would ask the same questions, and it will go through every single thing you need, especially the specific rules, the requirement for payouts and everything. So just bookmark that. I'll link it in the chat. They were probably lonely at Valentine's. Yeah. We're inside the breaker. We didn't get to the FVG though. I should have checked out ETF before buying my Top Step Combine. Well, you can trade both. Why not trade both? I trade 4 platforms. The 4 platforms I listed, the My Fund Futures, Top Step, Apex, and ETF, I trade all of them. And I connect them through NinjaTrader, which I'll show here. I'm not trying to show too much, but yeah, so I have the connection here. I have Apex, Elite, My Fund Futures, and Top Step. I can have explanation guide with that, but this is the trade I have so far. We are passing that with the 106,000. I don't know if yeah. Shoot. Don't want to accidentally show anything personal. Does Elite have activation fee once you pass it? Yes. And it's part of the guide. So anything you would have question about, I think the guide would answer that. I sent the link to it. It's $80 per month or a one-time fee. And that one-time fee varies for the account size that you have. I tend to just like the $80 per month because if I get the payout was like $2,500. The $80 is negligible. It doesn't really matter. And I would hate to pay a one-time fee and not get the payout. Those aren't evals, Kiko. That's from the trade from here. Basically, the stream was dedicated to try to pass in one shot, and we succeeded in that. We did 2 attempts. The first attempt we I think lost 2,000 on. Next attempt we made 6,000 on. How many you got? I got like about like 12, I think, or 10. I don't know. But that's without the pogo. Do you use NinjaTrader? Yeah, I only use NinjaTrader. And the way that I love NinjaTrader is, like I showed on the live chat, you can connect to multiple firms. Let me just screenshot it. So you can connect to the way that they work. I'm going to just do a rough explanation on this. You can connect to unlimited rhythmic connection, which is just like NinjaTrader. Or no. Let me rephrase that. Let's just restart this. You can connect to unlimited Tradevate connection, but only one rhythmic connection. So as you can see here, this is Tradevate. This is Tradevate. This is Ninja or rhythmic. This is rhythmic. So what I could do is I could connect to this, and one of these rhythmic ones. So I can do 3 at once. I'm trying to convert my Apex to Tradevate so I can do all 4 at once. And the way that Ninja have that, you can also have the trade copier with the add-on Replicanto. I'll show that on the screen. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like here. I have all the connection listed, and you just basically have a leader account, and you can copy as many accounts as you want. And every trade you do on the leader account, it will replicate on the followers account. can you copy trade those for free, just like Trade No, the trade copier that I use, Replicanto, it costs like $150, for one machine, so lifetime basically. I think I think they gave me a 20% coupon code. Let me just see here. Let me just try it out. I'm gonna make a video on it. I have a already YouTube video on it, but I think we could update it more now. There's different stuff that I could talk about. Let me see. There's a 7-day trial as well. It looks like. So there's that one machine, basically just like yearly. I would buy the lifetime though. Lifetime's about $199. I think if you use the coupon code, like, it should be SMART or something like that. SMART 20 maybe. There you go. Yeah, it'll give you 20% off. So it's $150, but you use it for the rest of your life. Is lifetime. And the trade copier on group trading on Tradeovate it's very glitchy. I would not recommend using that. Does it run on Ninja? Yes, it runs on Ninja. Could you please make a video on how to connect all prop firms into NinjaTrader? I'm going to make a video on that, but there's already a YouTube video I have. So if I look at Brian's Donk trade copier, it's not updated. I want to probably update it more, but yeah, this video I made 11 months ago. It shows you what you need to do to set up the Replicanto, but I'm going to make an updated video probably later. So you need Rhythmic to use Replicanto, or can you just link a bunch of TV accounts? No, you don't need Rhythmic at all. You can connect Tradeovate accounts only. So like I showed here, I don't have any Rhythmic connection. I don't have Elite, which is Tradeovate, My Funded Futures, which is Tradeovate, and that's all. I'm just saying you can only have one connection, Rhythmic, and then unlimited Tradeovate. Does that make sense? One Rhythmic. So Rhythmic is Ninja. I have Apex on Ninja. I have Top Step on Ninja. I can only connect one of them, but I can connect unlimited Tradeovate connections on Ninja. So like when you connect 4 firms, let's say, or 3 prop firms, you have funded on each one of them. That means you could just like trade like literally like normal, like if I trade normally 12 points, 2 minis on that, right? 12-point stop. That'll be about $400 loss per trade, I think. Let me just where's the text box? This would be like about minus $400 loss. And where'd it go? What the fuck? Minus 400, and then like let's say you go for 2 RR. This would be like plus 800, right? But that's per account. Let's say you copy trade that with like 8 accounts from 3 prop firms. Now you're just basically doing that times 8. That's minus 3,200 per account, and then if you make the right trade on every single account, you could go for 6,400 on one day from one trade, 12-point stop, 24-point take profit, about like 2 RR. Do you mind to go mention the names of all prop firms that support Tradeovate? I think all future prop firms support Tradeovate. The only thing I shared on Discord, which I'm going to include in the new video, you go in the prop chat in my Discord, go to pin messages. This is where it's crucial. NinjaTrader allows 1 connection per unique platform, unlimited Tradeovate. However, Top Step does not allow connection from Tradeovate on Ninja. Everywhere else it does. So if you do Tradeovate on Ninja, or if you have Tradeovate for Top Step, you can't connect to Ninja. That's the only thing. And I'm probably make an update video probably next week. Let's see. We tapped inside the breaker on NQ and just pushing higher. I open my Discord to the public for the next few days. If you want to join the Discord, I'm gonna probably live trade for free for the next week, just because we have so many evals and I want to help everyone get past that one go. Let me find the. Where's the Discord link? It should be here, right? Bento. Yeah, if you click my Twitter or link in bio, it should be. It's just private community on Discord, but it would lead you to the free community too. I just opened up the channel, so just join it and look at the prop chat if you want to see the setup, the pin message, and the main chat is the index trading chat. I'll be posting my trades there if I'm not on live stream. I got a 250k NFA account from ETF yesterday. Would be amazing to pass and scale the account with this price. Yeah, we have all of February, so like, we can't trade Monday, President Day. I'm probably not gonna trade that, but everywhere else we'll be looking to trade. Okay, I might just wrap the stream here. It's 1:30. I've been streaming for like 3-4 hours now. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Join the stream, join the Discord. I'll live trade for everyone free next week, whether it's Discord or YouTube. And basically, it's one loss for NQ. It was like minus 2,000, and then one win for 6,000. 15 points with 2-point stop loss on ES. That's a pinpoint accuracy there. We'll do it again next week. I'll see you guys. I'm going to end it here.